Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Waze and this is my first video for 2024. Happy New Year, you guys. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I know mine was very busy. I didn't even get to make a New Year post. I didn't really get to make a New Year video, nothing. But that's okay. I've got a family. I had a lot of fun with them. You know, we got wasted, we played games, we had a bunch of great food. So I'm happy everything is slowly kind of winding down because the holiday season gets a little busy when you have a family. Especially some of you guys, if you've got kids, you know, it can get a little wild. You know, they've got this party, they've got that party. Christmas is happening, New Year's, they're off. Things are winding down, which that means all of this starts to ramp back up. Now, I wanted to make this video for New Year's Eve and have it for New Year's Day, but I wasn't able to make it. But now I've got some time and I was like, I really want to get all this out because this is really important. I have been doing this now consistently for over a year. And I wanted to first say thank you to everybody who's been here, all the support between my family and my friends, and all of the new friends that I've made on the internet and even in person. It has really been incredible. And I know people always say this, like I couldn't do it without you, but like realistically, this stuff does not happen without you guys out there. So thank you very much. Oh, I can't forget the 2% girls that are out there. Girls, I appreciate you as well. I think one of them is my mom. The other one might be my wife. So I wanted to take this time. I've always appreciated transparency, and I want to bring you guys in on pretty much everything I do because I think it's interesting. And, you know, there's questions that can be answered by doing this as well. And I kind of want to talk a bit more about what the channel is doing this year, and mainly what am I going to do this year, because last year was interesting. It was a lot. So before I even get into the rest of the stuff, I want to start with just what's going on with the channel. And you know, I mean, you guys saw the thumbnail, so that's something we're going to go into as well. I want to start with right here. I hit over 6,000 subscribers and 52. So this is from 1 year. This is 365 days. So basically from January 2nd, 23 to now. January was when things really picked up for me because, I mean, I was doing stuff in 2022 as well, but we'll get to that part. 5,200 subscribers, which is, again, to me, incredible. I had no expectation that this was going to happen. You know, I have a job. I have a regular 9-to-5. I've been working in IT for over almost 20 years now. I have a second job, which is more for an entertainment purposes than anything else. So I work a lot already. I have a child who wants to do a million things, and I have a wife who wants to constantly plan more things for me to do. So to be able to find the time to still do this consistently, because if you don't know, I want to say since March, I have released a video. I've released 2 videos every week since March. And fairly consistently, I miss a couple of weeks here or there, but for the most part, it has been incredibly consistent. And I'll be honest, there are days that sometimes I feel like I'm not going to be able to come up with a video idea, and like it just, you know, just pops into my head or whatever, right? Because consistency is key. If I want to do this in any meaningful capacity, I have to keep some sort of consistency, and I appreciate that because in my personal life, I've actually never been I don't like schedules. I like to kind of just go with the flow. And I've been using this as a way to help with my scheduling issue because my wife is really good at scheduling and I am not. So 5,200 subscribers just this 1 year. And you know what? It is a lot. It is a lot. And overall, I'm at, I think, like 6,200 right now. And this is just this 1 year. This is the lifetime. Now, this portion right here is kind of where like things really started going well. But everything up until, December right here, you can see where I have the views right here is when I had my 2021 WRX, which didn't really go anywhere. And from here on, all this, even in this beginning area right here, you know, starting from like October, that's when I got my 22 WRX, right? You can see there is a big difference between the before and the after. And it was a big gamble for me buying the 22 WRX because everybody hated it. And there were some channels, like realistically, I think JDM Right Hand Drive was the only channel. And then Joey Montalto. I think those are the only 2 channels that I knew of for sure that were doing consistent content on the VB. But that's it, right? There really wasn't a whole lot, and I was kind of surprised. So when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity and just like give it a shot. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't work, I still have a car that I really enjoy. It's a win-win for me. Thankfully, it worked, and I'm very happy that it did. That part aside, I wanted to talk about, people always ask me like, oh, you get these, you get subscribers, you get a lot of content, you get a lot of sponsorships, you probably make a ton of money. That's where you're wrong, bucko. So this is how much I've made this year, right? $3,600, right? That's a lot of money, right? I'm not gonna say that I have not made money on YouTube because that's fantastic. Now, how much have I spent? Probably close to double. And I'd say maybe even a little bit more than double, not counting the car itself because I'm still paying for that myself. A lot of the money that has come from YouTube has gone right back into YouTube. I don't eat this money. I don't get to play with this money. It has gone right back into the channel. I was able to, actually, I should have bought more camera equipment, but really what all this money went to was back into the car. I got the coilovers with this money, the tires with this money, the wheels, pretty much everything that is on the car came from this money. There were some things that I had to purchase above and beyond that this money could not pay for, which obviously it's gone on a credit card. Alex Martini actually did a great video very similar to this, which is what inspired me to do this video as well, where he kind of detailed how much he made in the year and how much from like ad revenue that it went into, that went back into the channel. And this is what you can expect. If you're consistently making videos and like people actually watch and you spend a year of YouTube doing the kind of stuff that I've been doing, this is what you could potentially expect. Now, of course, some people could probably make more, some people will probably make less, I have a feeling that had I had slightly better production values and maybe better ideas, I could probably have made more. But I am still amazed that doing this for fun has netted me something, right? It's better than nothing, right? Whereas the videos before, I was spending a shit ton of money and I was making no money off of them. I wasn't even monetized. So, this, again, if you guys don't watch these videos, this isn't even possible. Even this isn't possible. Everything would have had to come out of my pocket. And I was still happy because I would have already spent that money on this car anyway, because I really enjoy it, what it has been able to provide me. And it's been a lot of fun driving it, a lot of fun hanging out with the community and just making more and more friends because of it. That's, to me, is a lot of fun. Some of you want to know what's next for the channel. One thing that I have mentioned a few times is I am lifting the car. I am lifting the car. I'm doing a full-on rally build. This year there's two things that are going to be consistent. This car is going to go on the dirt. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know how it's going to do it, but it's going to happen. And number two, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I did this last year. I actually flew around quite a bit. Actually, I drove around quite a bit. And I was able to do a couple of really cool on-location things. Like I went to SubiFest Joliet, which was a lot of fun. I went to SubiFest Daytona, which was a whole lot of fun. I got a chance to go to Felix Performance's shop in outside of Baltimore, which was incredible. My goal this year is to try to do more SubiFests. And I've mentioned this in a community post. I want to do factory tours or more like manufacturer tours. Going out to Cobb and seeing their facility, how they do it. I've got Diode Dynamics here, letting them, hopefully they'll let me come out there and do a video there. Going up to Portland and seeing Perrin and seeing how they do their R&D and all that. And maybe even some of the parts companies, like JD Muscle, Import Image Racing, maybe they'll let me do like factory, like warehouse tours and just kind of do interviews and stuff like that. Because my favorite thing, I love the driving aspect of it, but the community is the most important thing because cars, they come and go. Parts, they come and go. But the relationships that you build with the people, that never goes away. And to me, that is already what I do in my day job, and it's what I find most entertaining because, there'll be a 2028 WRX, I'm sure. There's going to be a 2035 STI, full-on whatever the hell it is, I'm sure. But you build these relationships and you can do more regardless of what comes out or what goes away. So, that's the goal. And, big shout out to my wife, who's been an absolutely great supporter of this channel. She helps me with everything. Even right now, she is helping me by having my child with her so I can even do these videos. She gave me this idea. She's like, you just need to do more tours. You need to do more collaborations. You need to be out more. And I was like, What a great idea. So the goal is every month this year, I'm hoping to go visit one location. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't have to be like outside of St. Louis. It doesn't have to be outside of Missouri, but like something. And already I've got a couple of them on the books. I'm going to start reaching out to some companies and seeing if they would be willing to do this with me, because I think it would be a lot of fun. And I think it adds a little bit more of humanity to these things instead of just, you know, wow, they build some parts or whatever, you know, oh, that's that guy that owns this. They're people too, and they have passions, and that's why they do what they do. And hopefully we can do that stuff together. So that's the goal for the channel. Now, as for the car and building it into a rally build, I am going to start with this. I talked to Cobb actually about this, and they're going to be nice enough to send me this kit out, and I'm going to be going back to stock suspension, and I'm going to try this spacer kit, just lift it, get some basic tires, just to get comfortable with the car. I'm going to get used to the car, see how it even feels, because I've never driven a lifted WRX before, or lifted any type of car. So this is going to be interesting. There are a lot of areas here in St. Louis or around St. Louis where we have like the Jeep community and the dirt community. They go out and they do a lot of like trail riding and climbing rocks and all this crap like that. I'm hoping to be able to leverage those friends and this whole new community and see if they can kind of show me some spots to go. And, you know, obviously all this stuff is going to be recorded and you guys are going to be able to see it all. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, Vermont Sports Car actually did build the rally car for Subaru recently for the 2023-2024 season. One of the places I will be going is 100 Acre Woods here in March, where this rally car is actually going to be present at the ARA. That's one of the stops here is in Missouri, so I'm going to have the opportunity to go down there and potentially even be able to sit inside this car and get more information about this car and be a media personality, a presence at the show, and be able to talk to Travis Pastrana, all these guys. Very excited for that. And I am actually, and this, look, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I am going to reach out to Vermont Sports Car and I'm going to ask them, I'm going to beg them to make me that wing, because I want a big ass rally wing on my car. I want that wing. And if I can somehow get them to make it, that would be the highlight of my 2024. And if you guys know anybody at VSE, or shit, if you are from VSE and you watch this video for some weird reason, you know, please reach out, because I will put that thing on my car 100%. I will put all of that aero on my car. Believe me, I'm in for it. So that's the goal for the car. Power-wise, I don't really know what's going to happen. I have the STI transmission that is sitting at Ecotech. That's probably going to go in, I'd say maybe end of this month or early next month. That's still on the schedule. Brakes are still on the schedule sometime. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. But everything else, power-wise, I don't know how much that's going to change. You know, honestly, it really depends. I don't know if I'm going to go down the big turbo or like even a turbo upgrade route just yet, because I feel like now that I'm changing the way that the car is driving completely, I need to rethink some of the things that I'm doing build-wise. I know suspension is going to be changing because I am going back to stock suspension for now, so I can check out the spacers. Later on, I would like actual racing suspension or more purpose-built dirt suspension. Summer is going to have track days, so I got to figure out what I'm doing. Am I going to be swapping coils back and forth, or is there something I can do that's all-purpose? So there's a lot of things that I got to figure out right now, and I'm not sure exactly how that's going to happen, but this is where I get to make my plan and figure out what's happening for the year. You know, thankfully, I have a lot of people to talk to in the community about this. I have a lot of contacts at Ecotech, they've been incredibly helpful. You know, even Graham from, you know, he's my tuner, or one of my tuners. He will be coming back for a tuner talk, I promise. There will be more tuner talks. I know I've been super behind on that. I got to get myself in gear on that. So he has helped build a lot of these fast Subarus, especially rally cars, so he knows a lot of contacts. So it's going to be a lot of reaching out to people. It's going to be a lot of building more and more relationships with people, so that this channel isn't just like a one-trick pony, you know, just keep growing. That's it. With your help and all the help of the community and everybody else I meet, I can keep doing this, and I hope to keep doing this, because, man, I tell you, this has been the most fun thing I have done my entire life. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you even see this video. You know, hopefully you enjoy everything that I've been doing on this channel. I really read almost every comment. I know things have been getting a little hard for me, but I tried to reach back to everybody. I try to take all the criticism as constructively as I can because that means it helps me get better, which if I make stuff that you guys actually like, then more chance you'll actually watch it. So please keep the feedback coming. If you have any comments, definitely let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Before you go, if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hitting that subscribe button costs you guys nothing, and it gains me everything. I try to provide as much entertainment and information as possible, whether you're looking at my racing series, Vehicular Acceleration Testing, or you're looking at Tuner Talk, which is actually a great series for newcomers and veterans. My only goal is to try to make the VB community better, and I can't do that without your help. Thank you.